We're going to show you now how to put an annotation on the screen. And in order to put text or arrows on the screen, you'd come up to the label button up here. You'd left click on that, and you can see that a set label box appears. This set label box allows you to have up to 16 labels placed on the image, and you can show it to be visible or not visible, but we want it to be visible. So this is the text box here. You can choose to have a background or not, but in this case we're not going to have a background, and we'll put text here, and we'll say be sure to watch solder joints. You have the ability to choose which font you want, the size of the font I can change, and I can change the color as well for this particular text. So what we do is we click OK, and when we're ready to place that on the live image, we can click the Place button and the text will appear. When we close the text box, we can then hold down the Control button and the left mouse and place the text wherever we want it to be on the live image. So there's text number 1. If we wanted to put an arrow on the image, we can click the label box again. You'll see that it's now automatically defined it as label number 2. We could put more text in, or we could use what we call a marker, which is some basic arrows here, left, right, up, and down. I might want to put an arrow going to the right in blue, so I'll click on the marker there. I'll leave the color the same, however I could change the color or change the size of the marker. And again, when we're done, we select Place and Close, and then we can left click and drag the arrow to where we want it to be located. When we're done with that, we can click the Capture button, and we can have it define that we will put the name of the image. So we will call this solder image. And we can also describe which folder we want it to be, or define which folder we want it to be in. So when we click Save, it will now save the image. If I hit the F2 button, it will bring up a thumbnail viewer of the images that I've taken and that I'm working on. So within the thumbnail viewer, I can easily see which images I've captured. They're now on the hard drive. I can also click on the image to do more work with it. So if I click on the image and right click the mouse button, I could rename the image here, I could delete the image, or I can open the folder of where that image is stored and see it there. So again, F2, and you can see the images that you've stored or are working on, stored on your network.